Good evening, boys and ghouls, and welcome to the next GAMETOBER II episode of Happy Beard Games. Yes, tonight's episode is very special. Not only is it very special because of the game we chose for a few reasons, but most importantly, it's special because it's the last of those terrible, horrible, no good, very bad movie-based games, that is, horror movie-based video games. And we're kicking it off with a bang because it's Friday, and I'm in love. Friday the 13th on the NES. Yes, we've got LJNs. Friday the 13th, destroy Jason if you can. Let's see if Kevin from Happy Beard Games can succeed this time on Happy Beard Games GAMETOBER II. Now, I don't know much about this game. We played it last year, but it's just bizarro. This game features one of the worst map systems I've ever seen in a video game. And not only that, it's kind of confusing. Along the lines with Ghostbusters that we played last time, I'm not really sure exactly what you're supposed to do in it. I mean, I get the basic point of the game, but figuring out what you're supposed to do to get to the end of this game, it can be a little confusing, and the map system doesn't help. There's a time limit. And, well, I'll just jump in and show you, but here we go. Friday the 13th, once again, on Happy Beard Games GAMETOBER II. There's Jason's mask. Oh ho! That is bright. Red and blue flash. That's Atari bright. Okay, we've got to push start. Copyright Paramount Pictures 1988. Friday the 13th logo. We've got, underlying source code is by LJN Toys. Licensed by Nintendo of America. Let's do this. Oh no, here we go, guys. We've got Crystal Lake Camp. Here's the map. We've got, we got George, Mark, Paul, Laura, and Debbie, and Chrissy. Why do I have to say the girls' names like that? So let's choose a character. I'm gonna start out with good old George Lucas, or George Michael, or George, just George. Boy George? George the boy. Alright, so what we've got to do is we've got to light the fireplaces in these cabins. And, you know, I'm not really too sure about this game once again, so bear with me for a little while here. We've got a rock. We can throw the rock at the zombies that come out. Yes, zombies. Yeah, it's a zombie movie now. We've got zombies, and we're looking for a lighter. Oh, here we go. We just found one. Let's pick that up by jumping at it. Nice shorts, George. Nice shorts. Oh, here's a weapon I can use, the knife. So now I can throw the knife instead of throwing a rock. I'm assuming it does more damage. Seems like it kills them in 2 hits. They play it pretty safe with the combat in this game. At least for those first zombies, because they don't really do very much damage to you at all, and you have a lot of health in this. Okay, so we're inside the building, and we are walking. And we're walking to the right. So we're looking for the fireplace in this house, and I always have the hardest time finding it. I know it's in here, or at least I think it's in here. I believe it's in every cabin, but, okay, so there's the door. You can kind of turn, and it's sort of like a perspective, 3D perspective, but it just always confuses me. It's gotta be, I know I found it on parts where I thought it wasn't there, but it was. It's just really confusing. This kind of reminds me of Goonies 2 on the first-person perspective portions of that game. Even the music kind of sounds similar to the cave music on Goonies 2. Which is a really good game, by the way, guys. Okay, let's get out of this cabin. I've been in there way too long. I think just the long cabins have it. So let's go check out for a long cabin. It'll be pretty much the same picture as the cabin I was just in. However, it will have a longer side to it. At first, I thought it was, okay, it has a chimney or something. But it's actually, the longer cabins is what I think is the only ones with the fireplace. So here's one right here that has a longer thing. See, it has this window on the side. Let's go in there. Here we go. This looks more familiar to me. So we turn right again, turn right again, turn right one more time, push forward, turn left. I'm just trying to figure out, because it doesn't really look like you're going in a... I don't know, it seems like the perspective is off, or the rooms are off or something. I wish there was a mini-map to pinpoint, like an overhead map. Or better yet, just use an overhead view for the whole house, because I can never seem to find the fireplace. It might be right around here. I know it's the opposite of the door, the front door, but then you have to go a certain way. It's like in a little hidden corner in the house, and I can never seem to find it. To the point where I sometimes skip over them. There we go. There we go, and it lights the fireplace. Once again, this game has proven to be a little confusing, even this early on. Now we're back out here. Let's check the map. So I know you can't switch from the map, but I thought there was a way you could switch characters. Maybe you have to wait for a certain time. You see how on the HUD up above there was a timer and it just went away. I had 4 smiley faces up on the top. Children says 15. George is just who I'm playing as. Oh, there he is! Oh, it's Jason Voorhees himself. Get out of here, Jason. You bad man. You bad purple monstrosity. I was playing this game earlier, yesterday, and just to test it out for this video, and I couldn't get Jason to show up at all unless I was inside a house, so that's a little surprising for me, actually, for him to show up this early on. Okay, so we're just going from house to house. I'm still looking for lighters, which you have to kill the zombies to get items to appear, I believe. There's also other monsters in this game as well, so let's check the map, because the map is one of the weirdest parts of this game, because... So if you look at the map of Crystal Lake Camp, you'll see that there's a big circle, there's paths in between, and then there's a smaller circle, and there's another small circle. That's important because there's a forest next to me, which I'm leaving, and there's a mountain in front of me, which I'm transitioning to. So let's head over this way and see what I can find. Now this game is... It's weird. It's like they put too much detail in it, and then they didn't really explain it well enough. Because the backgrounds are really important in this game. However, I still don't know what my direction of this game is. There's a cabin here, too. Oh, here's a person in here. Who is this? It's Debbie. Maybe this is how you change your character. Let's put start. Okay, so pushing start allows you to select your character, I guess. There's Chrissy. Where's Debbie? Apparently one of our girls died. Sorry, Laura. Here's Debbie. Let's see if I exit if I'm at the same spot. Okay, so Debbie should be there, but where did George go? George! Where are you? Now, if you look at the map right now, it shows where I'm at in a small circle next to the cave area. There's also a flashing house on the lake, so let's try to go there. Let's see if I can find a kid that I can switch to that would be closer to the lake. And when you hover over them, you can see a flash, and that's where they're at, I believe. I don't know why George teleported so fast, but he did. Maybe he ran out because he was scared. Of course, she doesn't have the knife like my other character did, so let's see if I can figure this out. Ah! It's Jason! Or just machete. Whoa, he's throwing stuff at me. Get out of here, bro! Okay, now we're on the boat. Yeah, nice transition there. Walk down a path, all of a sudden I'm on a boat. Ah! Merman! This should be it, if it's still flashing. Let's go back out. I just wanted to see if this is a still flashing one. Oh, it's not. I probably didn't make it there in time. Let's go inside anyways and see what this is all about. Why is this kid standing in the corner? What is this? Why is it so dark? Why? Is this like the Blair Witch? Like, what's going on here? Like, seriously, what is going on there? Maybe this is the cabin I'm supposed to light up. Maybe. That would make sense, because it's dark. You see, this is one of those games where if you know what you're doing and you've played it before and you've figured it out, you can probably play it really fast and just have an easy time with it and have fun with it. But for someone who's new, it's just a whole lot of discovering, a whole lot of I don't know what I'm doings, and a whole lot of what's going on. Because, yeah, it is really confusing. It really is. They don't explain it very much. They have a little bit of explanation right when you start up the game, where it says, you know, use the lighter and stuff like that. Oh, here's something I haven't picked up yet. This red jam, or potion, or whatever it is. I don't really know what it is, but I think it heals you. Let's see if I can get back out to the lake. I want to try my theory. of lighting this fireplace in here, but I'm not sure if there is a fireplace in here, because I didn't see it when I was in here last time. There might be. I guess there isn't. Maybe those houses are just dark because it's nighttime. And Chrissy's about to die. Sorry, Chrissy. You died on a boat. Sorry, Chrissy. Oh wait, we've got some more health. Maybe that's because of the potion. Okay, we've got 4 kids left. We've got Mark, George, Paul, and Debbie. So let's see if there's anything on the map that I need to really go to. I don't see anything flashing except for the kids themselves, where they're at. So I'm gonna go back to Debbie because she's near the cave, and we can continue on with checking out the cave. Occasionally, I haven't done it on this playthrough yet, but you can find notes inside the houses which will give you hints. So here we're in the caves. I don't know what good that's gonna do us, but we're in the caves. We got a little bit more platforming here in terms of we gotta jump over things. And not just monsters. Oh, here's a giant rat! Or a wolf, or a, I don't know, monstrosity. Grab that potion thing. See, I don't know how this stuff is. I really don't. I mean, you could be saying, Kevin, why didn't you do some research on this game? Well, I just thought I'd like to try it fresh and on my own. Honestly, that's my honest opinion. Okay, that guy's not gonna die with just a rock. I think we lost some kids. We need to get out of this place. It's not working. Now, this kind of reminds me of the game Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Heroes of the Lance for the NES, where in that game you're also in a cave, but so the reason I say that is because you're standing in front of a pathway that you can move forward or backward on. Another plane, so I push down and I'm here. Okay, I can't push up to go back forward. I push down again. Okay, same thing. Push down again, down again, down again, down again. And sometimes, in some areas of the game, it'll actually transition you to a different part of the map that I don't understand. Like, you'll be pushing down 3 times, and then there'll be a path in front of you that wasn't there the other times. Okay, so now we're out of the caves. I don't know how we got out of there so easily, but we did. That was kind of difficult. And I'm about to die. But yeah, this whole game is like a 3D map, but it's on a 2-dimensional plane, so it's confusing to many people, I'd assume, myself included, because it's hard to wrap your head around it sometimes. I think once you've kind of figured it out, you can kind of play through it once again. Once again, this is one of those games where if you know what you're doing, you can probably have a good time with it. Here's a key. I don't know what the keys are for at all. I should be spinning in a circle now. I don't see anything that looks like a fireplace. I walk forward. I push right a few more times. There we go. And now it's there, but at the same time, I don't know how I got there. I guess I just walked far enough and went right far enough times. It's just weird. It's hard to find it for some reason. Like, harder than it should be, you know what I mean? I mean, I can understand if it's just the part that I haven't made it to yet, but it is a little bit harder than it should be. It's weird. Just to find the fireplace is a challenge. Like, seriously, I don't know what I'm doing here. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm lost. I'm confused on the gameplay, controls, and perspective and map. And I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know why I'm doing it. So it's almost like there's no point in playing this game, but there is because the game exists. And that's what makes it a challenge, and at the same time, not a very good challenge. Not very good in that it's not a hard challenge or a bad challenge, it's just I'm not very good at it. See if I can find that fireplace. Ah, ha 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 ha! I think I'm kind of getting an idea, because all the houses are shaped the same, the ones that have the fireplaces at least. So if I can figure that out, it's when you're looking at this wall where there's like a divider on the right side, you just push right once. And if you're looking at this thing where I guess it's a window is in the center, you push left once. Try to remember that for next time, or if there will be a next time. Alright guys, as I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, it's kind of like when I played Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2. It's one of those games on the NES that I just do not understand, and at the same time, I don't have very much fun with it. I'm losing interest fast as I'm playing this. But I do see the point of this game. I see that if you are playing this and you're dedicated enough to figure it out, then good for you, because you're going to have more fun with it than someone who doesn't know what they're doing. And that sounds pretty basic, but this is one of those games where it definitely is like that. Like, if you just pick up and play this game, you're not going to have very much fun unless you like to kill zombies for no purpose. or you like to light fire pits and hope that Jason will come and attack you. But there is a little bit of direction in this game, but at the same time, it's frustrating. It really is. It makes me feel like I'm playing a game where I don't know what I'm doing. It makes me feel like I'm playing a game where I don't really have a purpose to continue playing. For me, personally, I can see a purpose for other people, but maybe not for me. Oh no, we got a game over, guys. You and your friends are dead. Game over. You and your friends are dead? Okay. I get that it's a horror R-rated slasher movie turned into a video game on the NES. I can get that. I get that. There's a lot of movie-based games on the NES. There's even ones of other horror movies and slasher movies. But the way they presented this game on the NES was they toned it down. They feature all the characters as kids, specifically, with smiley faces. And even though they're the hero, they kind of present it in a way that, yes, they're going to be killed, or at least one of them is going to be killed throughout the gameplay. Now, when you get to the game over screen, it says, you and your friends are dead. Specifically, just that. That's pretty dark for an NES game. Remember, this was in the 80s, 1988, I believe, and that's pretty dark. A kid's system, the NES, family-friendly, for the kids. Friday the 13th, toned down, for the kids. You and your friends are dead. That's messed up. If I saw that as a parent, I'd be like, I don't know, this game is kind of disturbing there. If I just saw that screen, I'd be like, what? But yeah, that's Friday the 13th on the NES. Alright guys, that was the Friday the 13th video game for the NES. Today on Happy Weird Games, that was the last game on my terrible, horrible, no good, very bad horror movie video game list. And I'm starting to think that maybe that list wasn't created by me. And I think I know exactly who wrote that list. So next time on Happy Weird Games, we're going to find out who the real culprit is of that list of movie games. Because I don't want to play those next year on GameTober unless I have to. So I have a good idea of who made that list. We're going to confront him next time on Happy Weird Games. And I hope to see you there because this is going to need all the help I can get to defeat this guy. Let's do this next time on Happy Weird Games, GameTober II.